What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with the very first unboxing of these Marvel Legends Marvel 80th Anniversary series of figures. We have here the Thor Ragnarok 2-pack with Skurge and Marvel's Hela. They do that one that's an overlapping name. They have to put Marvel in front of it just to delineate between any potential copyright confusion, to say there's other Helas out there, but this one is ours. This one is Marvel's. So yeah, I'm very excited. I just got this in the mail literally today. So we're gonna unbox and compare with the other figures that pertain to this film, Thor Ragnarok. But let's start with what we can see in the packaging. We have the Executioner, Hela's Executioner. We'll get tighter once we open the package. He comes with his Executioner's axe. He comes with gripping hands for his weapons. He gives them a name in the movie. I forget what the name was. I can't recall. Hela comes with Mjolnir that she's about to destroy, and 3 heads, which is fantastic. And this fire-looking effect thing here. Very, very impressed. Very, very excited. Let's pull back and appreciate some of the artwork on this packaging. Kind of unusual departure from what we're used to seeing with Marvel Legends. Even with the first 10 years series, this is a bit different. Not as much of the figures are visible, but you get these nice kind of details. You get a nice image of Hela on the side here. You get a nice image of the actor's name just escaped my mind. Skurge, whoever he's played by, I can't recall now, because it just went zoop right on my head. And here's his bio. You can pause and read that if you'd like. And here is Hela's bio. Sounds like I have sand in my lens. That's great. Just lovely. However, something I guess I just noticed, although these are the 80th anniversary figure 2-packs, it doesn't say that anymore. The first 10 years ones say first 10 years on them, but these ones don't actually say 80th on them anymore. So yeah, that's kind of awkward, but oh well, it doesn't matter. We're going to open it anyway. Here we go. The seal has been broken. Hela will now be free to cause her chaos. So the first thing I notice out of the package, Hela is missing her weapon. In the single-packed Hela that came out with the rest of the Thor Ragnarok wave, Hela comes with one of her many blades that she throws. Here she is. I'm not going to open her. She's rather valuable. Even with the new one coming out, this one is actually, unfortunately, still rather expensive. So we can see also that this head sculpt is unique. It did not get re-released. This head sculpt is also unique just for the paint apps. Yeah, just the paint apps are different. But here you can see on the side, this is one of her weapons, because she has lots of blades that she can materialize out of nothing. This figure does not come with any of those. Oh, the paint job is different too. The chest piece has a different application to it, and the green is different. This is more of a darker forest green. This is more just like a metallic emerald kind of green. But let's get her out of the package and we will take a closer look. we will take a closer look. Are we just totally washed out? Not quite. Not quite. Alright, Skurge, start with you, buddy. Oh, man. Okay, there's his executioner's axe. Gripping hand for a weapon. Gripping hand for another weapon. And here he is. Here is Skurge. I like this. I like how they did this. I like the shoulder pads are separate and have lots of extra movement. They're soft plastic, so you can torque on them a bit and not worry too much. I like this figure so far. I don't see any reused parts either. That's always a happy bonus when we get new sculpts and new pieces, and even if it means we're going to see it again eventually, that's okay. It's something new. The head sculpt looks pretty good. I'm a little sad about the tattoos don't appear to be uniform. The middle of his head is like here. So this one comes over further than this one does, and it's kind of not even. I don't know if that's screen accurate or not. Like they're off on the top too. You can see that this one comes down faster than the other one. But the face looks pretty good. How do we get this guy? There we go. The face looks nice. Got some scarring too. Comes up on the camera, I'm pretty sure. The scarring above the eye and under the eye. That looks really, really good. The facial hair even came out alright. Just the head tattoo, which might be screen accurate. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Very cool. We'll do a better review in a minute here. Quick second, let's get these weapons out. We don't see a lot of these days in Marvel Legends. But how could they give us fake blasters when he clearly has this type of firepower in the film? They can't do it. Okay, here we go. Hela's cape is one of those situations where you do not want to try to fold it to feed it through. How is it held on? Is it just a peg? I feel a peg. We might be in luck. So glad they re-released this figure. I did not want to try to open. There we go. So she does detach from the cape quite easily with the peg. Don't try to feed it through the plastic. Make sure you just detach it so it comes out the back instead of trying to feed it through, because that would cause some damage. Pro tip. I like this hairstyle. It's very emo with the hair over the eyes. Look at that. They even added some damage. I'll show you that in a second. That's super cool. I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. I can't remember. Alright. They have been freed from their packaging. Hela looks awesome. Looks really, really good. I love that the cape just pegs in like that. It also helps her to stand. If you're in a pinch, in a bind, this foot's gonna bother me. If I go back and watch this later and I didn't fix that foot, it's gonna drive me nuts. Alright, is that better? I think that's better. And then we gotta get Skurge up over here. I'm very happy with this 2-pack. This is a great 2-pack. I guess this is kind of what we get when there's a couple of years in between a film coming out and Hasbro finding an excuse to make these toys. These are really, really nice. Hela, obviously, we have before, but not like this. Not like this. This is... Well, let's start with Skurge. Let's do this in order here. I'm gonna move Hela's accessories, move her off camera for a second. Oh, she's falling. Okay, let's start with the Executioner. He's got a good range of motion up. Gotta get rid of this. Oh man, is that paint defect? No, okay, it's fine. I'll get rid of that later. You can look down that far. Looks uncomfortable. Shoulder, a little bit of a pivot, just a little bit. Shoulder things get in the way, obviously, but I like them. Do they come off? They look like they would come off, like they just peg in. They do just peg in. There you go, they come off. Just pegs like that. No big deal. If they come off, they can go back on very easily. That reveals that the arms do go up this far. You could get sneaky. You could probably just put in one peg. Yeah, there you go. Full range of motion if you just take one peg out and let it hang loose in the back. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got a bicep swivel. Biceps look a little small for some reason. That's just the way they sculpted him, I guess. We've got double jointed elbows, so he can regret leaving those Asgardians behind as he hides on the ship. I guess I gotta make him a cloak now so he can be a coward, right? We've got the ab swivel. We do not have a waist swivel, it would seem, under the skirting, which does not seem to want to move. That's okay. The skirt is split though, which is nice. So you can make him do the splits, and that means that you can also kick forward. Kick back, not so much, but that's okay. Double jointed knees for a dynamic shot of him blasting zombies with those automatic weapons. And of course, ankle pivot, as we would expect. I don't want him on my shelf with an axe. I want him on my shelf holding his firepower, his weapons, because that's just going to look so cool. So we're going to swap the hands, very easy swap. Oh, it's going to bother me. I'm going to go look it up and post it in the description of this video. What he named these. That is so cool. Kind of flimsy. I'm surprised how thin these weapons are. I kind of expected them to be chunkier for some reason. I don't know why, but I kind of expected them to be a little heavier, I guess. They seem really, really thin and brittle. Like putting them in his hand, I'm going to break them or something. But thankfully, I did not break them just yet. Okay, there he is. Now we'll quickly go through Hela's articulation. Should be the same as the previous release. All the sculpt looks to be exactly the same. She can look up quite far, look down quite far. What's up with the shoulders? I've never seen this figure before, so I don't know about the shoulders. They seem to be very stiff. Okay, there we go. We got one up. I'm not going to try the other one because it seems to be very, very stiff. No other pivot up there. Single jointed elbows. We've come to expect. This is weird. It looks like this should be on the outside of her wrist. It looks like... Is that supposed to be like that? That's just a guess. I'm not really sure. But we do have, okay, this hand moves this way and swivels. This hand moves this way and swivels. Not much movement in the abs there. Nothing at the waist by way of articulation. Hips move out this far, kick forward this far. Kicking back only so far for obvious reasons. We do get thigh cut. We do get double jointed knees, obviously. We would come to expect that. No swivel at this part of the leg. And the feet. Oh, that one's stiff. I don't want to break this figure. There we go. This one can point down this far. And I just broke the foot off going up in the other direction. It didn't break, sorry, it popped off. I should clarify. I did not break the figure, but there you go. Can point up this far. Okay. So that's it for her articulation. Not a fan of this head sculpt. That one's decent, but this one I think is my favorite. Really like this one. Ooh. That was not good. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the movie again. Does she even have the white eyes in the movie? I can't recall. My memory is not helping me today for some reason. And of course we've got, oh, let's zoom in on this. We gotta spend a minute on this. Here's Mjolnir as she catches it when Thor first throws it at her. And you can see they've done a little bit of, you can't see it actually. Let me get in tighter. That is as tight as I can get. You can see a little bit, I need a pointy thing. They've done a little bit of the cracking here to show that Mjolnir cannot withstand her destructive powers. In some of the artwork in the film, they even show that she used to wield Mjolnir. She used to be the one that would throw it around there. There's lots of cracks as she destroys Mjolnir. It's too bad that there's not more paint to it, though. If there was some way that they could have painted a white wash just in those cracks to make it look like it's about to explode, that would be super cool. I might have to do that by hand. Get brave and just try to do that myself. But we shall see. We shall see. She can carry the axe. She's the one that gives it to him. I wish she's got something in that hand. There is Hela. Please stand. We've got Skurge. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. They're a little too close, I think. Let me back them up a bit. And now let's bring in some comparisons. We have single pack Thor. There he is. Skurge and him compare pretty well. Looks very Asgardian. I think it's about the right height. We've got basically the same figure, just a different head sculpt. 2-pack Thor. Missing the leg bracer thing. Let's throw Loki in here. Looks pretty good to me. Hela is taller than Loki, which makes sense, which is good. We'll quickly throw in Valkyrie for the female comparison. Pretty good. Last but not least, we're running out of time here. Gladiator Hulk. That's all I got in this video, guys. I am out of time. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. More on the way of the 80th anniversary packs.